Hi everyone, welcome to the 46th episode of the Logophile Lounge. I am Saket, the founder of ECT, and the Logophile Lounge is a weekly video series dedicated to content writing, digital marketing, communication skills, and personality development. In this episode, we are going to learn about adjectives. Adjectives play an important role in building trust with your readers. The wrong usage of adjectives can make your sentence look more flowery and it may not be that trustworthy. Importantly, if you use adjectives inappropriately, then it may look like a childish kind of writing. Therefore, as a writer, it is very important that you should know where to use adjectives and how you can make your content more effective and more powerful with the help of usage of the right objectives at the right place and at the right time. At the end of the video, we have also given you a few exercises. I request you to practice those exercises and write your answers in the comment section of this video. The definition of adjectives, it tells the quality of nouns or pronouns. They tend to describe or modify the nouns or pronouns. Examples could be these: warm, red, silly, obnoxious, 7. All these are examples of adjectives and you know it very well. What we need to understand is the uses of adjectives in the writing process. As you know, over time, the strong adjectives like excellent, awesome, fantastic, etc. have lost their relevance because of their overuse. So, for instance, this is a communication between two friends. Friend A is saying, I have written my first blog. Please read and tell me your feedback. Then friend B responds, excellent bro, keep up the great work. Now, friend B used two adjectives, the 30% of the total word count, but despite that, he gave no concrete feedback. This is an example of lazy feedback. So, to give feedback, friend B will have to invest time and make an effort to read the blog carefully and then tell pros and cons of the article. This is how friend A can get a real picture of where he is good and in which other fields he has to make improvements. This is the purpose of the feedback. But today we are in the culture of using a lot of adjectives. So because of the overuse of these adjectives, they have lost their exact meaning and relevance. In fact, LinkedIn also published the list of top 10 most overused buzzwords people used in their LinkedIn profiles. LinkedIn also said that if you want your LinkedIn profile to be different, then do not use these terms in your LinkedIn profile. Rather, invest some time and write more about yourself rather than using these buzzwords. Now, if you look at them, out of 10 buzzwords, 9 are adjectives. Now again, here also people have used a lot of adjectives to convey a little information. Lazy writers are fond of adjectives. They do not find adequate information or they don't invest a lot of time in finding adequate information and they start hurling the epithets when they have not provided enough data specific nouns and active verbs to share their ideas. In fact, you can see the difference here. Lazy writer, like, it's very easy to describe a woman as a beautiful, she is beautiful, but then it really requires some verbal uplifting to say that jaw of every male in the room dropped when she walked in. And same is the case with this another example. I have an extensive experience in sales. I have generated a revenue of $10 million in the past 11 years working as a senior sales executive. The second example is much better. It gives a lot more information than the first example. Now let's see how you can improve adjective uses. So Mark Twain said that when you catch an adjective, kill it. No, I don't mean utterly, but kill most of them. then the rest will be valuable. They weaken when they are close together. They give strength when they are far apart. So he is recommending that use minimum number of adjectives. In a recent event, Pope Francis criticized the overusage of adjectives. He was giving his views on language in speech to Vatican communication team when he said, "We have fallen into the culture of adjectives and adverbs, and we have forgotten the strength of nouns." So you can clearly see that we are in the age of using or overusing a lot of adjectives, right? And that is the reason when today, if you have to make your writing impactful, you have to pay attention to adjectives and you have to minimize them. At the editing and proofreading stage, you make sure that you identify adjectives and then try to find out if you can find better nouns or better verbs. In fact, I recommend that treat adjectives like sugar or maybe salt. It is an important ingredient in the kitchen for making tasty food items, but excess quantity of sugar or salt will not only spoil the taste, but it can also have negative health implications. Exactly in the similar way, adjectives are not bad at all. You cannot eliminate them. If you eliminate adjectives, then you cannot write good sentences, you cannot write impactful sentences. But at the same time, if you will overuse them, then again it will be quite flowery and not very trustworthy. And therefore, you have to learn to use appropriate number of adjectives or using adjectives only when it is required. Now, you may ask, how many adjectives can I use in a 500 words article? Now, there is no definite answer for that question. However, here is a fact that you should know. Necessary adjectives account for only about 6% of all words in the British national corpus. That means you got a benchmark. 6%, 10%. That is the maximum number of adjectives that you can use. My recommendation is use adjectives only when it is needed the most. Otherwise, you should try to find out better nouns and more or stronger action verbs so that you can describe an action rather than just telling something to the reader. Now, I have given you 10 simple sentences which we use commonly. You can use any imaginary figures or fact and rewrite these sentences to make it more impactful. Rewrite these sentences in the comment section of this video and I will respond there. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hit the like button if you like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the latest update related to content writing, digital marketing, communication skills and personality development.